there. Let's go across to Sohit now for more. So Sohit, that's the big breaking news. We have an idea what the formula, the succession formula in the NCP is going to be, and Supriya Sule set to be the president.
Well, yes, it seems like Supriya Sule has paved way to become the next president of NCP. She will be the second president of NCP because since the party was formed in 1999, Sharad Pawar has always been the president. However, it won't happen so soon is what the sources are saying. Tomorrow, the committee will have a meeting and it seems like Sharad Pawar will be adamant on his decision and he won't be changing that. After that, the committee will sit and they'll decide a date when the election will happen for the next president of the party, and it seems like over there Supriya Sule will be elected as the next party president. Why so? Because number one, Ajit Pawar has always been saying that his focus will be on Maharashtra. He has always focused on Maharashtra and he will continue to do that. Another big name is Prafull Patel. He yesterday said that no, I am not interested to become the national president of the party. I won't be doing that. Jayant Patil in fact today said that no, I also want to focus on Maharashtra and the next party president should be someone who is an MP or who knows the MPs in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, who knows what's happening in Delhi. So it was a clear indication towards Supriya Sule. Yesterday I interviewed Chhagan Bhujbal, who is a very senior NCP leader, and even he endorsed openly that Supriya Sule should focus on the national issue and Ajit Pawar will take charge or should focus on the state issue. So it seems like a division has already been made between the two to ensure that both of them get their own responsibility, and it is possible that once Sharad Pawar's 3-day time that he asked to rethink ends tomorrow, the committee which is already going to sit at 11 AM at the NCP state office, they'll discuss that okay, since Sharad Pawar is not changing his decision, we'll have to choose a new party president, and for that they might call for an election. There is a proper rules and regulation that has already been set for that, so they will be following all those procedures, and based on that Supriya Sule soon might become the president of the party. But what we also need to understand is that in the last 3 days Sharad Pawar has handled the situation in a better way. So we saw that there has always been these questions on who will become the next party president. We saw what happened with Shiv Sena when Balasaheb Thackeray was alive. There were two contenders. It was Uddhav Thackeray and then Raj Thackeray. Uddhav Thackeray was made the working president at that time, and then we know the split that Raj Thackeray did. A new party was formed, Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, a party was formed in Maharashtra. And Sharad Pawar didn't want that to happen. But in the last few weeks, what we have been always hearing and listening is that there are people who are supporting Ajit Pawar. Ajit Pawar has the support of the MLAs. We don't know what's the future of the NCP. But coming on live TV, coming on camera, and during one of his program on live television, Sharad Pawar did announce that he wants to step down from the post of the NCP president. And after that, we saw the entire support that he has received in the last 2-3 days, in which Sharad Pawar has proved that okay, I am the only one who has the control over the party. So this is number one, that what he has proved. Another thing what he has done is that the support for Sharad Pawar at the moment is so huge that no one from his own party, even if they want to oppose the decision of say Supriya Sule becoming the next president, now is not the time that they can do that. So it seems like the entire way has been paved for Supriya Sule to become the next party president. However, as I have been saying, that the committee tomorrow, they might set the procedure for the same, and based on that Supriya Sule might be announced as the next party president of the NCP.
All right, we're also joined by Megha. So Megha, this seems to be the succession plan broadly, and it's something that will be acceptable to Ajit Pawar, because let's face it, this whole issue happened because of all those rumors and speculation around Ajit Pawar.
Well, Gargi, the story and the information that we are breaking at this moment, apart from the fact that in all likelihood you will have Supriya Sule coordinated as the next president, national president of the NCP tomorrow after the meeting gets over during the day. The announcement, of course, is likely tomorrow itself. So that almost is a given now. We're speaking to the party leaders and this is what we have picked up. So Supriya, in all likelihood, becomes the NCP president, succeeds Mr. Sharad Pawar. That's number one. And that's the most important bit. But what is equally important here, Gargi, is that we have also been given to understand is that there are really no grand plans, like it was earlier being speculated, no grand plans really when it comes to Mr. Ajit Pawar. So there would not be really any major announcements or any announcements for that matter when it comes to any other position. So you will just have one announcement happening tomorrow, which would be Supriya Sule as the next national president in all likelihood. But, there were speculations that suggested that Ajit Pawar would become the face in Maharashtra, would become, he's anyways the most important as far as Maharashtra is concerned within the party after Mr. Sharad Pawar. That inference is for everybody to draw. But there were speculations that you would, have some sort of an announcement for him concretizing his position in Maharashtra as far as NCP is concerned. And there were speculations which suggested that he would be made the face of the NCP when it comes to the chief ministerial position. So nothing of that sort is happening tomorrow. What we are breaking right now is that there is no announcement that is likely for Ajit Pawar tomorrow. While Ajit is, of course, the face of the NCP in Maharashtra, but right now, all of these plans around Ajit, if at all, even if he is to be projected as the chief minister's face from the side of the party. And here, let's understand, we are not only talking about the NCP because they're part of an alliance, they're part of a bigger alliance. Will Ajit be acceptable to the other two parties, Shiv Sena and the Congress? Now, the theory that you're getting from inside the NCP is that right now we are the largest party within the MBA. Shiv Sena is broken in two parts, so Shiv Sena's numbers have reduced Uddhav Thackeray's faction, and Congress's numbers were anyways lesser than NCP. So we are the biggest party, and whoever we project as our leader in Maharashtra will be the CM face. But then I think, there's a long road ahead for that. So right now, as far as Ajit Pawar is concerned, we do not have any significant major announcement or decisions around him or his leadership within the party, while it is, clearly accepted within the party that he's their leader in Maharashtra. We will just have Supriya Sule being coronated, in all likelihood tomorrow, successor of Mr. Sharad Pawar.
All right. Well, let's go back to Sohit for, more. And Sohit, all right, we will try and reconnect with Sohit. But Megha, this is something that's being watched very closely by other parties in Maharashtra as well. The Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena and the Congress. We do know that Rahul Gandhi had a conversation with Supriya Sule earlier on. So this is something that everyone is watching, given how it affects all other parties in Maharashtra, even on the national stage.
Absolutely, because, Mr. Sharad Pawar, let me just take you back to the time when this very unlikely sort of an alliance was brought together, stitched together. I mean, you had Congress on one hand and you had Shiv Sena on the other hand. These are the two parties have traditionally been each other's first rivals. The main rivals for Shiv Sena was the Congress all along for decades and decades, all through Bala Saheb's leadership and even most part of Uddhav's presidentship of the party. The first rival, the immediate rival, were the Congress, and then comes in Sharad Pawar, makes use of the opportunity thrown at him and gets Uddhav Thackeray on one hand and the Congress on the other hand. And I remember those, that time back there in Mumbai, where series of meetings and, brainstorming sessions. Mr. Patel from Delhi would fly down, the top leaders, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, too many of them keep flying down every now and then to, finalize the entire thing. But the one who was stitching it together there in Mumbai was Mr. Sharad Pawar. So once he is not there, right, and Supriya takes over the command, does that affect the unity of NBA? Because Sharad Pawar is a very acceptable figure. Let's understand it. Whether it is the coalition politics at the center or it is Maharashtra, Mr. Sharad Pawar is one of the most, and rather I would say at this point in time, the most acceptable leader when it comes to these three parties, Shiv Sena, the Congress, and of course NCP's former president now. So in his absence, what happens to the unity of NBA? That's a very, very big question. Will Supriya be able to fill in these big shoes? And will her succession be acceptable to others? The answer to that at this point in time is yes, because the other factions, the Shiv Sena leadership as well as the Congress leadership, have all been taken into confidence as far as she succeeding into Mr. Sharad Pawar's role is concerned. That's an internal party decision, but the other two parties have been informed about it. But then what happens, when it's crunch time? And the crunch time will come in, Gargi, when they have to decide on the seat allocation for the upcoming Vidhan Sabha elections, which is due for end of next year. Where would those calculations lie? Will Mr. Sharad Pawar be playing an equally important role even then, even though he would not be holding the position of the party president? All of these things, are in the realm of speculation, what is going to happen next. But let's just look at something that we have in terms of confirmed information, which is Supriya taking over tomorrow.